Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Hegemony 3. This is episode number 5, I think. So we got our butts kicked over at this raider camp last episode. I'm not going to let it bother us, but we can just replenish the troops. Combat is surprisingly more forgiving than one might originally have thought in this game. So instead of just throwing another wave of troops at those guys, I have to solve a problem over here in Adria, which I just discovered. They're ready to upgrade, but I don't have the wood to do it because it costs 300 wood. Unfortunately, in the big red text we see the city is out of food and the population is decreasing. Now it's not out of food, so I'm not really sure what this notification means, but it may mean that there's no current income for food, which would be 100% correct. Now there's two ways of dealing with this. If you have a city which is not directly linked to food, usually you have a city which is producing food linked to that other city. Unfortunately, because this is like retardedness going down over here, we need like 4 bridges, 1, 2, 3, 4, to connect Adria and Spina. Now I'm working on it. We see that I'm already building the second of 4, so I'm not even halfway there. Another option is, well, to put a bridge here and then through there, but basically these 2 bridges here are mandatory no matter what I try to do, and it's going to be a long time in coming. Another idea I have is to connect these bridges to this directly, which, I mean, there's no good situation here, but that's probably what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and start capturing these independent bridgeheads. And I'm also going to build a camp over here. Mind you, I'm not too worried about the money situation, so it's fine with me. Another camp, another 15, I think it's 15 gold. Let's double check that. What do you cost me? That doesn't say. What do you cost me? Yeah, 15. It says over on the right, 15 gold per turn, week. You can tell I'm used to turn-based games. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started then. Capture here, we'll build camp here, we'll connect the supply line. We're out of recruit somewhere, I don't care, it's probably out of Felsina. Yeah, that's okay, Felsina will brave through. We have our Neckbeardius increasing the recruitment rate, so that should help. And since I'm not jumping into combat at this exact moment, I think we'll be okay. Now this guy's out of food, and you can see what happens when you're out of food. You just drop down to almost the bare minimum morale before you disband. So if this guy comes into any kind of contact, he'll disband. He'll just retreat back to the nearest city. That's really not that bad of a situation, you know? So if you run out of food, basically your cities decrease a little bit, your military units become very combat ineffective. But that's, I mean, there's worse things. This guy looks like he's out of food too. He is. But even though he's out of food, we'll just force him to capture something anyway, because, you know, that's more important. And we'll continue to connect things like so, another 14 per turn. But we're going to need to do that in order to build up enough wood, so let's start building up a wood stockpile here. Let's just say moderate, because I'm going to want to feed the wood all into the bridge over there. Okay, so what do we have to do next? What happened here? Why did this bridge stop? I'm confused and a little upset. Why did this bridge stop? That's very confusing to me, but I'm just going to ignore it, I guess. Now, which is the worst case here? Is it this one? That's 16 versus this one is 11. I actually want to do this because we'll start creating a little bit of redundancy in our lines this way. Like this one should also go to here, I think. That's another 16. Okay, well, let's not be stupid. We don't want to throw away gold just for the sake of throwing away gold. We do want to capture this wood thing. I'm going to have some people start working that. Do we have any extra slaves? I think we do. The question is, where are they? Maybe here? Yes. So let's get these slaves over here, prepared to work that wood. Wood's going to be important for this bridge construction deal. And let's also start building the bridge here, which means now that it should get a good start, I'm going to reduce this down to none. So it got 86, and now this should all be dumped into the bridge here. Okay, so in this manner, we'll just kind of spend a little time fixing our economy, since it's a bit trashed. I would say that this is the hardest start I could possibly imagine with all these bridges needed, and wood movement is just not quick. It's unfortunate, but it's just not quick. Not to mention, we won't even have enough wood to do these things to begin with, so it'll take a little while. But I'm happy that it's a little more challenging because, I mean, if it was just too easy, then maybe you wouldn't have a good idea about how to play. Alright, so let's move these guys up. We will eventually try to retake this raider camp, but I have bigger fish to fry at the moment. Hopefully we can... Like, I don't understand why this bridge stopped constructing. Did I do something that I'm not aware of? Okay, well, eventually we are going to take... Eventually we will be taking that camp over here. So... Okay, wait, yeah, there's that. Just so confused. As soon as that slave gets there, we can link that supply line up. Yeah, but it doesn't... I think we have to do this because the bridge building is here, and this guy is probably going to be our connection point. He might be the camp we use to... I wanted him to move here, though, actually. Huh, the guy's already gone. Too late. Maybe... although we could be attacked... Oh, are we losing this? No. Yeah, a few things going on right now, but let's just attack that camp because that's fun. I like doing fun things like attacking. And this bridge looks like it'll be ours soon, which would be very good. Then we can directly supply this camp through a pretty expensive supply line, I would assume. Yeah, it'll be 20. The max I've ever seen is 20. I'm not sure if I've seen anything higher than that. So because of this nice logging camp here, we're getting a lot of wood very quickly. And just as a side note, you'll see that our money is ticking up even though we're kind of being inefficient about these supply lines. I haven't really mapped out what's the best node tree, whatever programming strategy, network flow. I'm not doing any of those kind of things. And this is... you know what? We're going to go ahead and be dicks and take over their logging camp. We can't take over the independent North Etruscan fishery because we don't want to aggravate them. However, we can, and we will, take over the logging camp. It will eventually supply this. Okay, good. Bear no favor towards the... Oh, they're going to give us money to defeat their units. Okay, fine. Okay, so now that our supply lines are wiped out, let's do that 20, and let's re-establish this one, which is 14, and that's another 14. So this one's blocked by flooded marsh. Ah, that's no bueno. Well, if it's blocked, let's go ahead and cancel it then. And we'll route the supply line through here instead. Wait, the game was paused. Am I sure this is going to be blocked? Yeah, it's open. Nope, it's blocked. Damn it. And at this point, we can see that the supply lines are getting a little expensive. I'm going to go ahead and create that one. It will reduce our gold per turn. What? Why is this one flooded marsh? Damn you. It looks like it can just go right through it, though. Alright, well, we know how to do it then. Can't do it exactly the same way we wanted. We can't just flow things. I wonder if I could get here fine. Do we have... I want him protecting, so let's just send another guy back over here. We obviously need this slow bridge expansion crap, so... that is slow. That is slow. It's just creeping along. Oh good, we have too many people here, so let's go ahead and not have too many people here. Let's go ahead and merge these slaves. And then we can kick this worker out and move him somewhere more productive. Our food situation now that it's mid-spring should be better, but it's not. That's a little troublesome. I wonder if the flooded marsh goes away in the summer. I've never dealt with these before, but I'm starting to realize immediately how annoying they are. So I guess it always subtracts 10 from the number of people in there, so we didn't gain any slaves from that. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, whatever. Better to have loved and lost. Not sure that applies, but that's fine. 96, we're almost there. And then that supply route will disappear. Supply line, for reasons unknown to me. Seems like it should just automatically connect it. And we'll go ahead and start building the bridge here too. And we're just throwing wood at the problem. Hopefully by next winter we'll have this poor city supplied. Now it says its population is going out, but it actually is out of food now too. But it's still at 140 out of 140. So let's hold out hope that we don't actually lose population there. Let me just check what level it is. Maybe it doesn't drop the population growth number. Maybe it just decreases the population of the city directly. Which would seem a bit harsh, actually. Okay, so the economy game has set in, which is pretty long and boring. Which is unfortunate, because I don't think long, boring things are particularly fun to watch on YouTube, but whatever. This is how you play the game. There's no speed up the game button. I've looked, trust me. So, here we are. Here we are. At least we're 30% on that new bridge. It's not bad. Okay, this guy's capturing. I guess we'll focus our efforts here. I don't know if we should build a new bridge quite yet, but I am interested in seeing if a supply line from here was created, would it be also blocked by this flooded marsh thing? Because it's still spring, and I'm assuming that if there's a flooded marsh like season, or if it's a seasonal thing, I'm assuming that summer will not have the flooded marsh. So let's check now, and then we'll check in summer. Aha, so this is also blocked. Well, that sucks. Can I go here? No. I mean, zooming in, I see what they're talking about. There's kind of this blah blah marshy area, with water shimmering. So, I kind of get it. It means that this livestock farm is going to be much less important. I'm going to have to route it all the way over to this bridge. Okay, so now that that's there, let's go ahead and start feeding our fort. It's a real bummer. I don't know how to connect Adria then. Adria is just going to have to learn how to be self-sufficient. Let's get some food here, and we will stockpile in Adria. I will actually request that Adria do a moderate food supply when it gets some access to food. And I guess, do we end up doing, what do we, got some people here. Okay, so we have another group of workers. Let's send these workers all the way up here. I don't know which one is better between those two supply lines. Let's go find out. Go, just go. Go conquer that. So we'll test out first, why not? We only need one of the two. I assume actually this one also cannot be supplied, because this looks like it's probably flooded marsh as well. What a bummer. This is a pretty difficult start, in fact. I spend a lot of my time just zooming out and panning around the map, wondering what I could do. We have 2 additional slaves here. Let me just go ahead and move them. Do I have any other slaves that they should merge with? Okay, well, these guys can be supplied with food, so let's go ahead and start capturing these other things again. And we don't have enough yet to actually build a stronger military over here. Our food supply is not going up, so it might be time to to start taking some of these grain farms. This one looks like a... Yeah, it's only 4 for that supply line. So it looks like a good candidate. Well, let's go ahead and do it for the time being. All these slaves start working on capturing it just to speed up the capture process. Okay, so we have this bridge now. Please tell me that connects. Oh gosh, it does, thank God. Great, well, let's go to the next one then. Sigh. Oh, we actually need to create that supply line. Okay, now you can start constructing. Good. So 2 here, 1 there, and 1 down here, doing some capturing. Yeah, and let's capture this guy too. Okay, done. Because if I'm not mistaken, both the fishery is already ours, but the logging camp isn't. Okay, perfect. So we're capturing exactly the correct one. We might as well capture this livestock farm and this logging camp too. It might cause araminum. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Well, I'm not sure how to pronounce very much in this game, but this one is particularly perplexing. That's fine. Capture that. This should be done capturing up here. Construction is at 49%. It's not bad. So much wood, so much bridge. And the problem is the bridges also cost, I think, what is it, 25 to build? So if you actually construct a bridge, it's 20, 20 per week. So we've gone negative just from the stupidity of this stupidness. Let's go ahead and delete this supply line for the time being. We'll lean up our supply lines for a second, because I would like to stay positive. Just my only goal is to stay positive. I usually end up with like thousands of whatever gold currency thing we're using, but it's still not, it doesn't seem like a unwise idea to try to stay positive at all times. Then you know you can never be getting any worse. Okay, now let's move these slaves over here. I thought there were some slaves. There are. You can have a slave meet up in this bridge. Good, that should increase our food. Farms, 1 point, so 1, 1.3, and 2. I think they're better than fisheries is what I'm looking for here. Versus 1.1 and nothing in winter. Yeah, so farms are better than fisheries. It's just a simple factual statement. There's only one time in the year where fisheries are actually better, but overall farms are much better. So you can see that in spring they only produce 1.1 compared to fisheries 1.1. Sorry, they produce 1.0, fisheries produce 1.1, but they are better in every other season, so good for them. Suppose we have to go and lead a... Oop. Okay, great. Am I going to get there in time? Probably not. Maybe. Are you... You're in skirmish mode, so... He might this time. He seems a bit closer than he was last time. We'll see. It's a stretch. Okay, these guys are out of food. So go ahead and start working this fishery. This will cost 6, as long as it connects. Oh, the bridge is done here too. Okay, finally. And actually, we'll have the food go here instead of here, because that's going to cost, what, 2? It is, instead of 4. So we're saving ourselves 2 money there. And finally, Adria has a supply of food. We're not going to get there. Balls. Well, it's another 10 free slaves anyway, so we can't complain about that. Just have to go and capture it back. If only you were faster, you fools. Okay, so let's just capture that back immediately. Take my other 10 slaves. Bandits. Okay, well, we're in a good position to deal with these guys because we have 2 over here. I'm not going to have them group. I just don't like that dynamic. Let's see if we can't maybe... I knew it. I knew one of these guys was in battle line. Let's try to run as fast as we can. Hoplites. Well, as far as I remember, these guys are pretty fast. Speed of 8, so they're exactly as fast as my axemen. I don't want them to cut off my damn supply lines. It's the one thing I don't want. See if we can maybe even pull them away from our supply lines. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Pull away, pull away, pull away. Alright, we'll kill these Umbrian people too. Fine. All these... He's so demanding. Okay, so here we're gonna do a little game of keep away. Halt. So the hoplites have to stay formed. They break battle lines a lot. So as long as we keep running up, we got caught. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and dogpile them from the back. What I wanted to do is keep circling around, but it didn't happen. But we should defeat them 2-on-1. Even though they are pretty strong, 78 and 270. I don't even know if any of our... Wow, we already lost that one. Jeez, holy cow. Out you go. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna win this. Okay, well, if that happens, okay, let's get the slaves back to this bridge, which is the current slave hideout. Get this guy to return because he's out of supply. And whoever's up here, you're needed down here, so just get down here any way you can. I want this guy to just do a little of... Just do that thing where you throw your axes at them. That would be helpful. Because they shouldn't resupply. We only killed 5 men. Good gracious, man. Okay, go. Retreat. Retreat. Although we have the same speed, I think in the end it should be about even. I mean, we should be a little bit faster than them just because maybe we should run back into the city. We're obviously out of recruits, so it's going to be a difficult fight to win. Okay, get in there. And then after we do this, they'll probably start pillaging or something, and we'll just pop out again. They're not doing anything. There, raising. Okay, good. So now let's pop out. Can I rotate you? Yes. And just halt immediately. Throw some stuff. What's their morale at? 120. Damn. Let's keep running. Run. I'm sure these supply lines are blocked, but let's pull them back down this way. We have reinforcements coming eventually. So we'll launch a volley and then we'll retreat. Retreat. They're at 24. Let's see if we knock that. I don't even know if we're killing them. They're still at 24. Uh-oh, this is not good. Okay, new strategy. Let's run them over to the people at Mutna and see if they do anything to help us. The good news is at least we reactivated our supply lines, so that's nice. They're still 24 though. They don't care about our axes. They just don't care. Okay, well, we have enough to do some upgrades, so let's also do the marksman upgrade on this twice, and they don't have enough to do the medic one. We need 30 more experience. So close. Oh, we killed one. They're down to 23. Take that. At this rate, we'll be done hopefully before Christmas. Well, we don't have a choice. I mean, obviously, hand to hand, they're just going to win. Which is really why I would like some hoplites of my own, but... I hit the halt button because sometimes I feel like they readjust their formation, and I don't want them to do that. I just want them to stop wherever they are so they can volley. Okay, quickly, I'm getting tunnel visioned. Let's focus on other things. Adria is now well supplied, so let's go ahead and upgrade them. They should pull in wood along this huge long chain. I think everything else is good right now. We are losing money, but we are... I think we have everything efficient as far as supply lines go. In fact, what I'm going to do is actually cancel this supply line for the time being. I don't notice... This is a little tricky. Okay, we're completely moving beyond there. I don't know if there's any penalty for deleting a supply line. It doesn't seem like there's any penalty for just deleting, recreating. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to delete that supply line, and we need the rest of these, though. Okay, well, that'll save us a little bit of money. But, I mean, look at it. Minus 18 per week. It's going to take a lot of weeks for them to actually start losing money, so. Okay, let's get you guys over here. Yes, come quickly. Okay, you have 6 men. Forget it. That's ridiculous. Okay, you got your volley out. Did you kill anybody? No, they're still at 23. Bastards. So we split them off and we do this with 2. Maybe if we get them down to... No, we just didn't kill anybody in that last fight. And I know that they don't have... They have 0 food consumption because they're raiders, so they don't ever run out of food, which is unfortunate. Okay, now we have to play this game a little... I wasn't cautious enough when I was playing the game last time. Okay, run. So let's do it correctly this time. Why are you not attacking? Why are you not attacking? Why are you not attacking? I guess you have to have them in skirmish mode before they'll do it. Okay, retreat. Go, run. Good, we're moving them along the pivot. And this is way more effective. We've killed 2 guys now. They're really focused on these guys. Okay, forget. Don't even attack. You have these guys just ring around the rosy. And it sucks. Even if I was in this position, I couldn't do anything more than what they're doing. If you're slower, there's just nothing you can do. Okay, and I see that we've gone 29 minutes, so I'll probably call this episode to a close as soon as we can defeat these guys. They're down to 18. I wonder if we're capable of defeating them yet. Let's not chance it. Retreat, please. Please retreat. Wow, that was a bit close. Run. So it shows us in combat here, but nope, we're not really in combat. It's a little weird. Okay, no, don't do it, don't do it. Why? Why are you doing it? Well, we have them down. I guess their formation's broken. What better time than now to charge? Let's hope that we win. Other than that, this city's doing okay. Has it upgraded yet? It had. This one's ready to upgrade. We'll do that as well because we have enough wood. And we want the money. We are lacking in money. How's this one doing? Oh, this one's also ready. We'll do all those upgrades. And when we're done with all that, we should have... Oh! Capture, please. More slaves. Go. So we conquered those slaves, and after these upgrades, these city upgrades, whoops, this one and this one, this one's going pretty fast. We should be positive on cash flow again. Alright, so I'll pause this one. I'll bring it to an end here. Thanks for watching, and we'll pick up here in the next episode.